Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm gonna go over 3 simple steps to help you better improve your putting. So let's fly right to it. Boy, are we in for a treat today. We're gonna watch a clip that I found on my first ever YouTube video of me putting. So let's watch this painful experience together. Boy, that was painful. So hopefully you're still sticking around. So that brings me to my first point, which is your stance. If we look back at that clip, you'll notice how my feet are very narrow and my body isn't facing the basket, which will make any putt attempt much difficult. There's 2 different stances you can take when you're putting that I like to use. The more commonly known as the staggered stance and the straddle stance. Foot behind the lie, right foot kind of comes in a staggered balance position. So notice how I'm using my right leg to help me balance. So then from here, we're just making sure toes kind of pointing forward and body is nice and aligned with the basket. That's our staggered stance. Foot behind your lie, then you're gonna go ahead, get into a nice good straddle position. Notice how my feet are nice and lined up, unlike the staggered stance, but they're both still behind my lie. So now here, same thing, toes facing forward, body nice and aligned, facing the basket. So then you take your putt attempt from this straddle position. The second thing you can do to help you improve your putting is using your legs. So the point of using our legs is to help us generate as much power and force as we can while maintaining balance and control of our body. That way our arm is just focused on the release and the accuracy of the putt attempt. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna set up in my staggered stance. So front foot behind the lie, back foot a little bit behind me, nice good balance support. So here, the way I use my legs is you wanna hinge at the hip. You'll feel good tension in that front leg. Then when you want to extend, just come up and extend forward. That way, your arm is just focused on the release and the accuracy of the putt. Straddle position behind my lie. So same thing like in the staggered position, we're gonna hinge at the hips. When we're getting ready to come and release, we're gonna squeeze the glutes and pop, make sure we're nice and tall before our release. Which brings us to the third thing you can do to help you improve your putting. Should come to no surprise, practice.
Listen, we talking about practice. Not a game, not a game, not a game. We talking about
practice your putting, practice your different stances and getting comfortable in them. And you'll be surprised to how much this practice will help improve your putting and your overall game. So let's go over the 3 things we talked about. Number 1, your stance. Remember, you have your staggered stance and your straddle stance. Next, number 2 was our legs. So again, same thing in that straddle stance, nice good hinge of the hips. Same thing with the straddle, nice good hinge of the hips. So we're using those legs to help us generate power, to help us cover more distance when we are putting. And number 3, probably the most important one, is practice. Thanks for sticking around and watching the video. I hope this was helpful. See you next time.